Welcome back to another episode of Quick Picks with the Geek. I am your host, Bro Power the Geek. Alright, next up is Joel Álvarez versus Drakkar Klose in a lightweight matchup that could either be a masterclass in submission grappling or a cardio war on the feet. Let's break this one down. Joel Álvarez. First up, we've got Joel El Fenomeno Álvarez, the minus 340 favorite, coming in with a slick 21-3 record. When it comes to grappling, this man is no joke. He's got 17 submission wins. 17. You know those grappling tournaments where the guy just taps everyone out on the way to gold? Yeah, that's Joel Álvarez, except he's doing it inside the UFC octagon. But let's not sleep on his striking. Álvarez is long, rangy, and knows how to use his height and reach to keep opponents at bay. He's like that guy in pickup basketball who just shoots over everyone while you're waving your arms in vain. Standing at 6'3", he's practically a skyscraper for the lightweight division, and that size advantage is a nightmare for anyone trying to close the distance. However, Álvarez isn't invincible. His losses have shown that he can struggle when fighters bring relentless pressure or if they're savvy enough to avoid his submissions. But if the fight hits the mat, it's like dropping a fish into water. He thrives there. Drakkar Klose. Now let's talk about Drakkar Klose, the plus 260 underdog with a record of 15-2. Klose is a well-rounded fighter with solid boxing, relentless pressure, and cardio for days. He's the kind of guy who can make a fight ugly and force opponents into a pace they're not comfortable with. Drakkar's striking is sharp and efficient, and his ability to pressure opponents is one of his biggest weapons. He doesn't give you much time to think or breathe, which is why he's such a tough out for so many fighters. And let's not forget, this guy has never been submitted, which is worth noting when you're facing a submission artist like Álvarez. But here's the thing. Klose is at a massive height and reach disadvantage in this fight. At 5'9", he's going to look like he's trying to punch a telephone pole. And while his takedown defense is solid, the real question is whether he can avoid getting tangled up in Joel's web if the fight hits the mat. So, who wins? This fight feels like a classic grappler versus pressure striker matchup. Álvarez wants to keep things at range with his long limbs and use his submission game to capitalize on any mistakes. Klose wants to close the distance, put Álvarez on the back foot, and turn this into a gritty, grindy fight. The key factor here is Álvarez's size and grappling. If he can keep Klose at the end of his punches and kicks, he's going to frustrate him all night. And if Klose gets too aggressive and leaves himself exposed, Álvarez will snatch up a neck or a limb faster than you can say rear naked choke. But if Klose can drag this fight into deeper waters, his cardio and pressure might give Álvarez some problems. That's a big if, though, because Álvarez's submission game is like quicksand. Once you're in it, there's no getting out. Official pick, Joel Álvarez. I'm rolling with Joel Álvarez here. His size, striking range, and elite submission game are just too much to ignore. Drakkar is tough, no doubt, but I think he's going to struggle to close the distance against someone with Álvarez's reach. And if the fight hits the mat, well, let's just say Drakkar might find himself starring in a BJJ highlight reel. Here's hoping Klose doesn't walk into this fight thinking, I'll just avoid the ground. That's like walking into a bear's den and thinking, I just won't wake him up. Bold strategy, but it usually ends the same way. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a beat when the next video drops. And don't be shy. Leave a comment below and let me know who you got winning this fight. Let's see who really has the crystal ball around here. Until next time.